Whew. Hello, everyone. It's me, Maddie. It's a host of It's a Maddie Mad World podcast. I'm alive. I'm sorry I've been MIA for like a month or so. I've been so busy, insanely busy outside of doing this. I've just been so preoccupied with so much other stuff going on. Tonight, as I'm recording this, it is June 4th at like 10, 12 p.m. I got out of seeing the last act of the Amazing Digital Circus tonight. I even have proof to show I was there. I was all decked out in my Pomni attire, my nails, well, some of them are chipped here. I was fully decked out in Pomni attire. I went with two of my best friends and one of my friend's brothers, and I was at a loss for words. I cried 5 times during that theater experience tonight. It was so I was not expecting this finale to go the way it went. It was so unexpected, but that's a good thing. First of all, we need to talk about, like, the stuff that went down over the last couple weeks in regards to the fandom. The fandom kind of self-imploded. Some idiot got his hands on the finale and leaked it and spoiled it for a bunch of fans, which is the shittiest thing you could do to a fellow fan in this fandom, or any fandom, really. And a lot of people started dropping out like flies after the ticket sales went down. I just need to say, if you are one of the lucky few who got to see it in theaters tonight, like, you know how crazy this finale was tonight. It was so, oh my god, Michael Kovac and Alex Rockenberg, I believe that's his last name, the guy who plays Kane. I'm not familiar with his last name. It could be entirely wrong, and I'm just getting it wrong. But oh my god, Michael Kovac should have been nominated for some kind of award eons ago. Michael Kovac is literally the rising star in indie voice acting right now. He is on top of his game. He is literally one of the best in the business right now, and it shows. Like, this episode was his best performance. The guy who plays Kane was incredible. I was so relieved when he came back. Like, you have no idea how excited I was to see him. The twists and the turns from this finale were insane. I don't even have the words. It's, you just had to see it to be there to believe it. It was one of those experiences where you can't really fully put it into words and just talk about, like, the spoilers and all of, like, everything that happened, because there's so much shit that went down. We found out that their consciousnesses were copied into the program of the game, so their real selves are walking out into the world, and these subconscious parts of them are just trapped in here forever. And the circus is now their kind of purgatory, but they've come to accept it. Jax abstracts, like, fully just gives up, like, a good chunk of the way into the finale. Like, he's just gone. And then this whole episode was just both a character study of Jax and the study of human connection, really. So Jax's backstory was not what I expected. There were so many theories going around on Tumblr about what could have been, what he might have done. I heard some theories that he was the one who ran Gangle over with a truck. I saw some theories that he was involved in a hit and run and he was in a coma. So Jax might not have, or might have inadvertently killed his mother during a heated argument, and became homeless, and he's just so traumatized by constant neglect and just so bashed over the head with all these things that have been told to him by his parents that he took it out on the few friends that he made in the circus, Ribbit and Kaufmo. And when he finally opened up to Ribbit about who he was and what his deal was, he freaked out and he pushed Ribbit away and became a bastard to her and pretty much cut off communication, and it led to her spiraling and going insane and abstracting. And then Kaufmo later abstracts, and we find out that Ragatha and Jax were actually kind of good friends when they were still alive. And then when they both kicked the bucket, Jax made Ragatha promise never to mention Ribbit by name, and that kind of cut off their friendship and made them kind of bitter enemies. Oh my lord, there's just so much to unpack in this finale. It's just, I honestly couldn't believe it. It was just so emotionally driven, especially the commentary on human connection. So, they're all trapped in this world forever. At least they're subconscious parts of them. And Kane, but when he comes back and he realizes the error of his ways, he lets that part of himself, Abel, go. Because he realizes how toxic it's making him. And he realizes that he's been in the wrong this whole time. And he goes to them. And he goes, I know you have no reason to trust me, but I want to let you have full reign of controlling the circus of this digital world as long as you want it. And they kind of just accept the fact that they're there forever. And Kane lets them see their human lives. Like, the real parts of them that are still wandering around planet Earth. Like, we find out their real names, we find out what they were, we find out what they're doing. Like, that end credit scene where we see all of them at the bus stop, just the people, like their subconscious selves, real people selves, out at the bus stop, and they have no idea who each other is. They're just waiting to get on the bus. It's just, it was so bittersweet. It was honestly so bittersweet. My favorite part of this whole experience was getting to see Jax get accepted by Pomni, even despite his faults and everything he's done. She still forgives him and offers him that olive branch of reaching out to talk, even after he's abstracted. And then he breaks down because he finally feels loved and accepted, and he goes, I don't want to go. It's just so gut-wrenching. That was not the last time I cried. Oh Lord, this experience was just so insane. I just have to say, this experience was once in a lifetime. I've been watching this show since basically the pilot. I didn't get into the series until episode 2, but I was there when the pilot dropped, and this show is just so spectacular. It's so good. Gooseworx killed it with this show. She should be so proud of the work that she put into this show. Forget the toxic fans that ruined this experience for her. Like, forget them. Honestly. Like, I feel so sorry for this woman for everything she's had to go through within the past, year or so. Because of these fans who thought they were entitled to this show just because they didn't get their ship in the show. It's not your show, first of all. It's Gooseworx's property. You have no right to tell her what to do. To send a woman death threats over the fact that your ship wasn't canon? It's childish and ridiculous. And the fact that the voice actors were getting dragged into it and made fun of and mocked and threatened and belittled because of this show. It's like, what are we? Hazbin Hotel 2.0? We're not Hazbin Hotel. We are not the Hazbin Hotel community. this is an entirely separate fandom, and it's equally just as crazy sometimes. But there are genuinely good fans and good people in this fandom who just love the show for what it is, or just casual fans who just engage in the fandom sometimes, like I am. And this woman deserves her roses. God bless Gooseworx for sticking it out and for keeping her vision true and keeping herself motivated to do this, even with all the pushback and the leaks especially. This woman made such an amazing show, and I'm just sad it's over. Like, the Amazing Digital Circus is a show that's a once-in-a-lifetime experience where you get to experience it weekly as the show comes out. Not weekly, monthly, yearly. It was phenomenal. Phenomenal to see all the work that the voice actors and the animators and the storyboarders and the writers and the directors and the producers and everyone over at Glitch put into this show. I'm just so happy that they ended it on a high note. I'm honestly just so glad I got to experience this in theaters, cause it's truly an amazing show. It truly is. I am just so glad I got to be there to see it with a full audience tonight. Some of them were kids, shockingly, but a lot of them were adults, and they were all dressed up in cosplay. Some of them were dressed up in cosplay. Some of them were wearing the shirts. Some of them were wearing the merch. Some of them were carrying the plushes. One of my best friends was carrying a Build-A-Bear that was dressed up like Ribbit. It was so cute. God damn it, man. I'm just sad it's over. Like, it's over after tonight. And after the 19th, it's over. Oh, man. So I just have nothing else to say other than thank you. Thank you to Gooseworx for such an amazing experience of a show, for putting your passion and effort and dedication into it, despite the fallbacks and despite the negativity from the toxic side of the fan base. Thank you to all the voice actors, Lizzie Freeman, Michael Kovac, Ashley Nichols, Marissa Lenti, Amanda Hufford, Sean Chipbach, and Alex Rockman? I'm so sorry. Everybody who performed in this show did stellar performances. Like, honestly, stellar performances. Some of them better be nominated for something or anything in the future, because it's a crime if they don't. Thank you to Glitchworx, especially Glitch Productions. Glitchworx, wow, sorry. Thank you to Glitch Productions for believing in the spirit of keeping artists' integrity alive, for giving people like Gooseworx the chance to make their show the way they wanted to, and for the future, the next generation of shows that are coming out soon, like the Gaslight District, Knights of Guinevere, recently Gameoverse, and soon Lackadaisy. The future is bright for the future of animation. Like, the path is clear. We are getting away from the corporate bullshit that we've been sludge-fed for the past couple of years. There's nothing but good stuff in the works, and there's nothing but good stuff on the horizon for us in terms of the animation world. And I have nothing else to say other than thank you to Glitch Productions for giving this show a chance to thrive and to succeed. So I don't really have much to say other than I can't wait for you guys to watch this episode, because I'm not posting this video until the 19th. So if you're watching this in the future, it's the 19th when I'm posting this, but it's June 4th when I'm recording, and I just got back from seeing it tonight. Just wow. I'll see you guys in hopefully the next review, which will be my giant essay on the Big 3 study. So I'll see you guys later. Stay unique.